Welcome, ladles and jelly spoons, to an introduction to two-column proofs. What's a two-column proof, you ask? Well, I give you some information, probably a picture. I ask you to go from this thing to that thing, and I write out a two-column proof where I write out statements and reasons showing why this is allowed to become that. Think of the statements as you're solving a two-step equation, right? And along the way, you show your work and you're just kind of whittling your way down, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. Well, the statements on the left side are basically the work that you show. Now, what I would do is I would say, subtraction property of inequality, division property of inequality. Those are my reasons. So a two-column proof, and I'm going to clear this out, a two-column proof has me list all of the work that I would show to get from my given to my prove, and my reasons would be all the theorems and the postulates and the blahs that I know that have this make sense. Now, since this is an introduction to two-column proofs, I'm giving you all the statements, and it's my job to come up with the reasons. So, whenever you have a two-column proof, 99.9% of the time, your first statement and reason is going to be your given. Write that out. If this was completely blank, you would always start out with AC equals AB plus AB, and my reason is because that's the thing that you gave me, dummy. Step one, finished. Step two says AB plus BC equals AC. Now, I have to look at this information and try to be like, okay, well, where did I get that? Did I get that from up here? No, I didn't. Let's look at my picture, AB. Oh, there's AB. So that matches up with that. BC, there's BC. So that matches up with that. And, oh, yeah, I guess it would make sense that if I added those together, I would get AC, which is the whole thing. Now, whenever I take two or more segments and add them together to get a bigger segment, that's called the segment addition postulate. Let's write that out. Segment addition postulate. One more time, whenever you have to add segments, two or more, to get a larger segment, it's called the segment addition postulate. Similarly, when you do proofs, when you do the same thing with angles, it's called the angle addition postulate. So if like angle 1 plus angle 2 equals angle blah, 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 angle addition postulate, that's step two, we're done. Now, they went from AB plus BC equals AC, and they turned that into AB plus AB equals AB plus BC. What gives them the right to do that? Well, usually, not every time, but very often, a step or a statement comes from a combination of two previous statements. This is what I notice, that AC is AB plus AB. AC also happens to be AB plus BC. So if AC is this and AC is that, then this equals that. All I'm doing is I'm saying since AC equals AB plus AB, there you are, and if AC equals AB plus BC, there you are, then AB plus AB equals AB plus BC. This is called the substitution property of equality. Now I'll just say substitution property, and leave it at that because space. Now, how did I do that? I replaced AC with AB plus BC. So technically, or I could just write it out. I mean, either way, I wrote it out. You could also use the transitive property, but I already said substitution. We're leaving it at that. Now I have AB, and let me clean this up so I can see it because I'm at my last step, and I need to see how I can get from 3 to 4. AB plus AB equals AB plus BC. All of a sudden, it's now AB equals BC. Well, how can I go from two things on the left and two things on the right to one thing on the left and one thing on the right? I would have to get rid of one from each side. There's an AB on the left. There's an AB on the right. If I subtracted AB from both sides, that would cross out and give me AB equals BC, which is that guy right there. So what did I do to both sides? I subtracted. So what is this? The subtraction property of equality. I can squeeze it in. Depends on what kind of teacher you have. They might be okay with you saying subtraction property. I like to write out as much as I can because it sounds a whole lot better. But this is an introduction to a two-column proof. And with two-column proofs, again, you're given information, you're told to prove something, and you have to go from step A to step whatever and explain what you did. And oftentimes with segments, we're going to have to do segment addition postulate, oftentimes substitutions involved. And in this case, we had subtraction too. So lots of fun. I enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. More to come.